I'm Nadine Smith from Natural Selection, based in South Africa, and I work for the amazing company Natural Selection.
Nadine, thank you really so much for joining Breaking Travel News here at FITUR in Madrid. First of all, tell us a little bit about Natural Selection.
Okay, so Natural Selection started in 2016, just with one lodge. At the moment, we now have 25 lodges, but the whole thing was about making a difference with communities, conservation and reserves. So the only way to have a bigger impact was to get involved with more companies, and that was with owner or family-owned businesses, where we have different areas of Botswana and in Namibia, and 2 coastal properties in South Africa.
Now, to go from 1 to how many did you say?
25.
In such a short amount of time. What's the secret to your success?
Well, it's the amazing owners that are the driving force behind this. You know, we've got Jennifer Laley, who's our conservation director. We've got Dave van Schmedijk, James Ramsey and Colin Bell, who are the 4 owners of Natural Selection. And they have got a great formula. I don't know, they are visionaries of note, and their passion and love for conservation and the communities and reserves and everything that we stand for, our DNA at the end of the day, is what makes it work.
Okay, so look, bring it to life for me now. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you do.
Okay, so the one project that I think is really beautiful is up north of the Okavango Delta. It's in partnership with EcoExist and Uncharted Africa, where we have 3 minibuses called the Elephant Express. So these young kids, little kids, used to walk to school a couple of kilometers. I mean, if you look at a 4-year-old, 5-year-old walking, there was always casualties every year between 1 and 2. They have to navigate these wild roads, and there might be an elephant crossing their paths. And with the Elephant Express, we've had 0 casualties, and that is a success story and so beautiful because it's also transporting, you know, the elderly to clinics as well as pregnant women.
It's incredible impact, and obviously putting kind of revenue back into the community as well through tourism. Such an important sort of sustainability kind of principle.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I believe you've recently created an impact report, is that right?
That's right. Well, we've had it going along all the time. You know, when Natural Selection started, we had it as 1.5% of every guest stay goes into the Natural Selection Foundation. And we have various projects that we support. That impact report is great for you to share because then you can actually see, and the guests can see exactly where their money is going. So with COVID, for instance, almost 800,000 food parcels were done for vulnerable communities because of our foundation. Post-COVID, we introduced the Conservation Community and Reserve Fee. So our clients are responsible travellers as well. That money goes into the Natural Selection Foundation to add into that impact.
And here we are in FITUR. What's the sort of response you've been getting?
The response has been great, but luckily I have my colleague who speaks Spanish because that is really needed. Still a lot of training to do, but great response, great country to be in, and come and share a bit of Africa from our side.
And a final message to the market from anyone watching this interview?
Wow. From Natural Selection's point of view and where we are located, it's not just a destination. It honestly is a feeling. You know, when you go, I've been going to Botswana for over 20 years. We've got Namibia, where it's just like these vast, it's the nothingness that really is beautiful. But it's that feeling you get when you're in that country. These wild areas need to be protected. It's peace. Everyone just wants peace. And when you go out there, come over, you've got like a huge impact on more than just a lodge. There are communities, there are people, there's the conservation side of things, and so much more. So come to Botswana, Namibia and South Africa.
Nadine, thank you for joining Breaking Travel News today.
Thank you. Thanks so much.